call the January 5th, 2026 meeting to order. Please stand if you're available. Remove your hats for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to recognize our city treasurer with us tonight, Mr. Hersey. Thank you for being in attendance, and thank all of you that took the time out to attend the meeting, and those of you that are watching online. As we go through each of the items, we'll make sure that we do our best to make sure everything's clear and understandable for those that are not here tonight or watch it later. Okay, moving on, we have roll call. Mr. Mauser.
Rosenberg, present. Liler. Here. Lott.
Here.
Stolzen.
Here.
Harding. Here. Tony.
Here.
Roach. He's not here. Newcomb. Not here. Hudson. Here. Blackburn. Here. Force.
Here.
Campbell. Here. Parchman.
Here.
Ford.
Here.
Thank you. Moving on to 1.4, the approval of the minutes from December 15th. Can I get a motion for approval? They were in your packets.
So moved.
We have a motion. We have a second. Do we have any comments or questions on 1.4? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We do not have any public hearings tonight or city presentations, so we will move into section 4, which is our first session of 2 for public comments. This portion of the city council meeting is reserved for any member of the public wishing to address the council. The Illinois Open Meetings Act 5 ILCS 120/1 mandates no action shall be taken on matters not listed on the agenda, but council may direct staff to address the topic or refer the matter to a committee. Please provide the city clerk with your name, speak into the microphone, limit the presentation to 5 minutes, and avoid repetitious comments. Thank you. Do we have anybody that would like to make public comments at this time?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. Ward 5, Doug Gaines, Ward 5. I'd like to start by wishing you all a very happy and blessed new year, 2026, America's 250th anniversary. Praise God that this is the year our elections are finally going to be fixed once and for all. The only question for you all is, are you going to be part of the solution or part of the problem? I stand here as not as an adversary, but as a resolute patriot who has spent over 2 years urging public servants to honor their oaths and defend the foundation of our republic, free, fair, and transparent elections. I've presented undeniable facts, data, and evidence to this council and the county board, only to be met with silence or dismissal. At the last meeting, I finally got a response, and I quote, "The city of O'Fallon does not administer or handle elections. That comes under the St. Clair County Election Authority." Yes, we know that. In fact, I've said it numerous times myself up here on my comments. But effectively saying it's not our job is a jurisdictional dodge, not leadership. It's an evasion of your moral and legal authority to protect the right of the people you swore to serve. More on that later. First, I'll briefly summarize the hard evidence you've ignored, including sworn testimony from intelligence experts and contractors. Then I'll explain why you must support the proposed resolution calling for hand-counted paper ballots, and why failing to do so makes you complicit in a conspiracy that is stolen from us all. Let's start with what I've personally experienced in St. Clair County elections. I voted in 2020 and watched tabulators fail while ballots disappeared into black holes. The county was ordered to preserve all records due to pending litigation, yet those records were deleted anyway. If there was nothing to hide, why destroy them? In 2022, as an election judge, I discovered massive discrepancies. The official results claimed 8,242 ballots cast, but the cast vote record only showed 67,036, a gap of over 17,000 votes. Went to the county for further reconciliation and revealed even larger discrepancy exceeding 29,000. My FOIA requests were illegally denied, and the State Attorney General Office upheld those denials. The county election supervisor even admitted the cast vote record was incorrect because the staff did not know how to operate the tabulators properly, yet the clerk certified the results. It isn't mere incompetence, it's systemic fraud. St. Clair County's ES&S machines are riddled with vulnerabilities. Sworn testimony from a 20-year insider engineer reveals software capable of injecting fake votes, swapping ballot images, and erasing logs, all in violation of Illinois law. Audits are meaningless because Platinum Technologies, the contractor, controls the data. Foreign actors have been linked to real-time access through backdoors and virtual private networks. The machines are not secure. They are weapons in a war against America's sovereignty. And now you understand why we really took down Maduro this past weekend. Justice is coming. It gets worse. Intelligence contractor Tori Morris, in her 37-page sworn affidavit, confirms that systems like ES&S, Dominion, Smartmatic all rely on Chinese-made components with built-in backdoors. Votes can be shuffled, altered, and re-encrypted undetected. Further, accreditation labs lost their federal certification back in 2017, meaning our machines have operated illegally for years, potentially voiding every election since. The Illinois State Board of Election isn't even certified to certify election machines and answers to no one. This isn't theory or conspiracy, it's sworn testimony, documented evidence of violations, and public record. The evidence is overwhelming and demands action, not excuses. In the second opportunity for public comment, I'll outline why the council must act to adopt the proposed resolution for hand-counted paper ballots. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Do we have anyone else that would like to make public comments in our first session?
Vern Ware, Ward 3. As a disclaimer, I'm always letting you know these are from the warrant report to let the public know where your money is going to or where the city is spending the money at. We have Brooks and Associates. They got the Public Works Department got a 12-inch valve for $23,416. We have some recruitment videos and photos program, I guess you're setting up for $10,000. On your Commerce Bank card this past month, $28,899 and some change. This is associated with marketing plans and some engagements, some tests, some training. That was for $6,400 and change. IT program took up $4,884 and change. Some holiday supplies at $2,100 and some parade supplies at $1,075. Now the HR department is evidently going to give out some longevity awards. I don't know who they're going to or whatever for $2,300. The Public Works had some concrete rings and some other supplies for a little less than $4,000. I'm trying to understand what your direct, I guess it may be your electric bill, direct energy business for street lighting for $24,800 and change. You had electrical portion for also some traffic work for $9,300 and change. You paid Hair Plumbing their final payment on them for the work they did for the water quality improvements for $107,707 and change. You paid Hanks a payment 4 and payment 5 for $998,530 and change. The Illinois Department of Health and Family Services, I guess, quarters 3 and 4 for $79,000 and change. KHL Construction, they did some rewinding of your manholes and that for $78,200. Mac Electric did some more electrical work for you for the community park for $8,105 and change. You bought some roughly $3,000 for some rollers, throttle cables, assemblies, and bumpers. O'Reilly, you got parts for your vehicles. I don't have a problem with that. That's $4,500 and change. Overhead door, you did some maintenance work and repairs for $7,878 and change. And then the Ray O'Hare and Company, you spent $5,233 and change. That was for ammo for 9mm weapons, I believe. The Ready Mix Company, you spent $3,500 and change. You had Root, who takes care of the Christmas lightings. The tree removals was $37,798. No change there. Spectrum bill was $6,000 and change. TWM for some work on the Cherry Street Highway 50 project and pavement management. We really need that pavement management. $23,811 and change. And then numerous amounts of rebates to different companies, Academy Sports, Drury, Hilton, O'Fallon Investment, Regency Center, and whatever, they totaling pretty good sum of money to somewhere in the neighborhood where we're paying $1,701,000 and whatever. But you're going to get the correct answer for that tonight, how much it was. But then again, there's another portion coming up that I'll be able to ask a few other questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Does anyone else want to make public comments at this time in our first session? Seeing none, we will move on to our clerk's report.
No report tonight, Mayor, thank
Thank
you.
you. We'll move on to the mayor's report. 6.1, Ms. Foney?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, motion to approve the reappointment of Vern Hom to the library board for a 3-year term expiring January 17th, 2029.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any comments or discussion on 6.1? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Weiler. Yes. Blatz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Bowman.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell. Yes. Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Do we need to include him in the vote?
Mr. Clerk, Curtis Newcomb, council member, did sign in.
He's been on, yeah.
Did sign
He
in?
did. Cameron, can you move him over to panelist?
Yes, he should be a panelist now.
Okay.
Did he jump in on the vote?
He's been on before the vote, so.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank
Mr. Newcomb, if you can hear us, can you unmute yourself and issue your vote?
Yes, I can hear you.
Go ahead, Curtis.
Yes.
you. Okay.
So we need his vote for 6.1.
He said yes.
Yes, okay, thank you.
He did vote.
Yes. Moving on to 6.2, that motion carries. So moving on to 6.2, Ms. Foney?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, motion to approve the appointment of Renee Stites Creep to the library board for the vacant board seat, which was resigned by May Brown, term expiring September 3rd, 2027.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Do we have any discussion or comments on 6.2? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Blatz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Bowman.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell. Yes. Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Weiler.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Both of our members are here with us tonight, so on behalf of the council and our community, thank you for your willingness to serve and help Ryan with the library. It's an important asset to our community. Okay, moving on to 6.3. It's just an announcement. The O'Fallon NAACP Annual Martin Luther King Community Breakfast will be held Monday, January 19th, 2026 at the Katie Caven Center. The doors open at 9:30. The event will start at 10 a.m. 6.4, city offices are closed on Monday, January 19th in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So the next city council meeting will be on Tuesday, January 6, 2026. I'm sorry, January 20th, 2026. We do not have any resolutions, and we do not have any ordinances for first reading, so we will move on to ordinances for second reading. 9.1, Mrs. Latz.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move to approve on second reading an ordinance amending Ordinance 623 zoning of the City of O'Fallon, Illinois, development known as SAB Enterprises LLC, located at 5634 Old Collinsville Road.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any discussion or comments on 9.1? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Stokel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Morse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mallard.
Yes.
Knox.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Moving on to 9.2, Mr. Parchman, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve on second reading an ordinance amending Title III, Chapter 30, City Council meeting times.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any comments or questions about 9.2? Okay, roll call, please.
Carney.
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Morse.
Yes.
Campbell. Yes. Parchman.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mallard.
Yes.
Knox.
Yes.
Stokel.
Yes.
What's that?
Let them know we'll start that in February after it's approved.
Okay, the meeting times, just for everybody's information, will start the first meeting in February after approval. And that motion carries. We do not have any other ordinances for second reading, so we will move on to additional comments. I'm not going to reread the disclaimer that we do before the first public comments, but all the same rules apply. So would anybody like to make public comments at this time?
Doug Gaines, Ward 5. Continuing on. Armed with this irrefutable evidence I've laid out, every one of you must now confront a brutal truth. Were you even elected by the people? Or were you selected by rigged machines? Fact is, you don't know. And unfortunately, neither do we. Or do you? If you're silent because it protects your power or payoffs from those pulling the strings, your betrayal is crystal clear. Your "it's not our job" excuse is cowardice, plain and simple. And I hope it ends tonight. Now let's discuss the law. You are not powerless. In fact, you are legally bound to act. The Illinois Constitution, Article 1, Section 1, secures our inalienable rights, which cannot be denied by any subdivision, including this council. Article 3, Section 1, guarantees free and equal elections, yet secretive electronic voting machines subvert this, violating Illinois law, which mandates fair and transparent processes. As a home rule municipality under Article 7, Section 6A, you have the authority to adopt resolutions promoting public welfare, including election integrity. Your oaths under Article 8, Section 3 require defending the Constitution against all enemies. Failing to address this subversion borders on treason under 720 ILCS 5/30-1. Federally, U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 4, Clause 1 empowers states and localities to regulate elections, but EVM's flaws violate our protection under the 14th Amendment. Help America Vote Act demands certified testing, yet our systems lack it, potentially voiding all elections results since 2017. This legal framework provides a clear path for the council to act on this information and adopt the resolution. More importantly, those who knowingly and willingly operate within an evil, corrupt system are complicit. It is time to stand up, fulfill your oaths, and shield yourselves by championing truth over corruption. Justice is coming. There are over 500,000 sealed federal indictments with anywhere from 1 to 99 names, enough to include every federal, state, and local public servant who has chosen the wrong side. Something to think about. Hand-counted paper ballots are unhackable, observable, and supported by Illinois Election Code. And the fact that no public servants will take action to implement them so that we can be sure our elections are elections and not selections is very telling indeed. To be clear, we are not asking you to do anything that's not part of your responsibility. We are simply asking the council for a resolution that advocates for hand-counted paper ballots, showing that you support election integrity and that you support the people. The proposed resolution urges St. Clair County to mandate hand counts by March 15, 2026, fully compliant with Illinois law and election code. Council, adopting this resolution isn't optional. It's your duty to restore consent of the governed per Illinois Constitution, Article 1, Sections 1, 2, and 23. We demand you pass it and forward it to the county board, state board, and legislators outlined. At the very least, put it to a vote so we can see clearly who stands with the people and those who are puppets of the machine. We are not burdening you with an impossibility. We are handing you a lifeline to heroism. No more jurisdictional dodging. It is time to lead. What will it take? A national emergency, a mandate forcing your hand? Act voluntarily now while you still can, because the truth, when the truth prevails and the machines fall, we will remember the righteous fighters who stood with we the people. Time is running out to act with courage and conviction. The people are watching. God is watching. Thank you for your time. And God
Thank you
bless.
for your comments. Okay, do we have anyone else that would like to make public comments at this time?
Vern Miller, Ward 3. I don't know if it's a public comment, but I just got a question on what you just did there with the number ordinance 9.2. So you voted it in, but you can't take an effect to it until February. So that means at the next city council meeting, when you approve the reading of the minutes, then that makes it that it's approved then so you can follow through. So if you do it, you got to have the approval of the minutes to make it go through. That's my question, and that goes, I think, for everything. Is that correct? For like the warrant report, when you pay it out, it doesn't get paid until 2 weeks later because it's got to be approved by the minutes. I'm going to find out in your answers here, and then maybe there's no way I can answer because you don't give me a rebuttal to your statement for staff and council members' comments. So I don't have a way to answer that back. But also I was wondering, in regard to last warrant report, I made a point on there about $8,000 bought for 4 smart televisions. And I was told that those were special TVs. I don't know, but I thought smart TVs were just smart TVs. I mean, you can get a small one, you can get a big one, whatever. Plus the fact that I went and did some shop checking, you know, during the Christmas season, Sam's, Walmart, whatever, and I seen them for a lot cheaper, and they were 100-inch screens, and I don't understand, you know, $1,400 to $1,600, and you spend $8,000 on 4 of them. That's, you know, figure it up, $2,000 a pop, I guess. Short math on it. Then also, I'd like to know if you had the meeting, and if it is going to be available to the public, when you discuss the City Fest funds that are still laying out there of at least $100,000, and what's going to happen to that. Amongst all, I still have my other points of interest, or, you know, the stop sign there, or signs or something you can do on Vincent's and Scott Troy Road that, you know, it's going to be a memorial crossing if somebody dies there. That's what's going to happen to get that fixed. And, well, there's a few other ones, but, you know, maybe I'll get a response to these and some other ideas. But, oh, by the way, what's happening in 2026? Is a committee formed yet for whatever the city's going to do for hopefully a nice celebration for our birthday? Thank you much for your time.
Thank you for your comments. Does anyone else have any public comments that they would like to make at this time? Seeing none, we will close out the second public comment section, and we will move on to staff and council member comments, starting with our city administrator, Mr. Lidikin.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So, as we've discussed the warrant, many meetings now, we do send that out with the agenda on Thursday. We also send a list of all bills paid, including invoices, the actual copies thereof, to all the council members on either Thursday or Friday of the week preceding. So, if you guys ever want to look at that and you have questions, please reach out to Sandy Evans. We can go through that. That goes for the public as well. If you have questions, please make a schedule a meeting to come in or just drop by and talk to us. A few of the notes I've put down about the questions asked today. Direct Energy, that is who we purchase power from. Many may not know that we do have to pay to light all the street lights in the city of O'Fallon. We pay them to keep those lights going. Roots is the contractor that does all of our Christmas decorations. They also, we utilize them for tree removal, tree stump removal. The money that was referred to as rebates to hotels, those are the byproduct of your business districts that are approved by this council. What works for hotels is typically there's a 9% hotel motel tax in the city of O'Fallon. For a couple of different hotels, that is 10% they charge for rentals. Of that, that money comes to the city of O'Fallon, and we rebate that additional 1% back to that hotel developer to pay for the infrastructure that cost when they originally built that. The recent one that was approved was Spring Hill Suites, which is at the corner of Green Mountain Highway 50. And so once that's online, you will see that as well. All those monies are budgeted in Fund 51, which is the hotel motel fund, which you guys will go through in the next couple of months, and so you'll see that number of rebates and who they go to when we go through that budget process. We discussed the city council meeting. Since the council voted to approve moving to 6 p.m. tonight, we did not want to move mid-month and have the second meeting in January start at a different time. So for the ease of the public, we will put out our press release tomorrow announcing that new start time and give 4 weeks until our next council meeting, which there we will start at 6. We felt this from staff that it'll be easier for the public to get used to it if there's more time than instead of dropping this on them with 2 weeks notice. With that, Misty and the clerk's office has been working on conversion from our board doc system to their new upgraded system. They are no longer supporting what we see today and we've been working on for a number of years, which is board docs. There will be some training. Staff has already gone through it from the elected official and public. And you will notice very little, if anything. But we are waiting one more test of the streaming equipment that helps us go on Facebook and YouTube before we can officially announce that. We don't want to tell everybody that it's going to start a certain date and then have to push it back. We discussed TVs a couple times. The TVs ordered are for the O'Fallon station. These are commercial grade TVs. They're 95-inch. The dollar amount includes all the brackets and the hookups. And these are also high lit commercial TVs since of the presence of the large amount of natural light that comes in the station. We had to find specialty TVs that can be viewed during the day when light does come into that. Lastly, brought up the 2026 planning for the 250th anniversary of America. We did have a small meeting this afternoon with a group, some people who were present with CityFest, some are members of the Daughters of the American Revolution and the Sons of the American Revolution, the Chamber of Commerce, and a few other interested parties to see if they have any ideas and what we can generate out of that. The plan is to move forward this summer with a celebration of America's 250th anniversary. We hope it'll be a great event, and that will be staff-led and city-supported. And so, just like we do with everything else, those will be included in the budget and the warrant reports, and this council will review those plans as submitted by staff and in the special event permits. And that's it.
Possible date of the event?
We are looking to, since we have done the fireworks on the 3rd of July, we are planning on doing an event during the 3rd of July since it will be a Friday, and it will be a federal holiday since the 4th of July falls on Saturday this year.
Thank you. Do anybody on the leadership team have any comments that they'd like to make tonight?
I'll just address, there is a bill to the Illinois Department of Health Services, and that is a special program through the state of Illinois. It's called Ground Emergency Medical Transportation, and that allows the city to receive additional Medicaid reimbursement for ambulance services. So that's what the GEMT program is about.
Thank you. Do we have anybody on the council that would like to make any comments tonight? Okay, thank you. Seeing none, We will move on to our committee reports. We will start with Community Development. Mrs. Lotz, please.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. We have not met since the last full city council meeting, and we are scheduled to meet a week from tonight. That will be January 12th at 6 p.m. right here in the chambers.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to Public Works, Mr. Rosenberg.
Thank you, sir. We have not met since the last full city council meeting. Our next scheduled meeting is for the 26th of January at 7 p.m., but check the website in case time changes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Public Safety, Mr. Blackburn.
We have not met since the last council meeting. Our next is January 12th at 6:30 p.m. Check the website for changes.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to Parks and Environment, Mr. Vorse.
Yes, sir. We have not met since the last city council meeting, so our next scheduled meeting is next Monday night, the 12th. Check the website for details.
Okay, thank you. And finally, moving on to Finance and Administration, Mr. Parchman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to, well, I guess I'll explain this, but next meeting, we have not met since our last meeting, and our next meeting should be January 26th at 5:30 p.m. Check the website for changes. There is one item, 16.1, that I'd like to make a motion on, so I'd like to make a motion to approve warrant number 574 in the amount of $1,701,321.60.
We have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any questions or comments on 16.1? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Tony,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Blackburn,
Yes.
Vorse,
Yes.
Campbell. Yes. Parchman,
Yes.
Ford. Yes. Rosenberg,
Affirmative?
Mallard,
Yes.
Lott,
Yes.
Stoffel,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries.
Oh, Newcomb, I'm sorry, Mr. Newcomb.
That's all right. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Motion carries. We do not have executive session tonight. At this time, I would accept a motion for adjournment of the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The meeting is adjourned.